Are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing Jones. Johnson's got it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Dances by him. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Giants at 9-6 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. In motion left, Robinson. Now Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now a play fake here on first down. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Bellinger with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. following the touchdown here to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. On 2nd and 9, Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now Tua drops it underneath to go. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 42 yards. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
In motion comes the tight end left.
From the 30 on second down, Jones.
He's got Bellinger.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Slot man moves right. On third down, Barkley. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
In motion left, Robinson. From the gun on third down, Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Fourth down, Jones.
He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
That's another New York Giants. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on second down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of the defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tua now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
Tua going to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready.
In motion, Hill.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
The two are going to try and throw for it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jones on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw again. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And the Giants send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Looking to pass. Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Over the juke.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Bulldozes past him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 1, Jones being chased out left.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Jones. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger as the first half is winding down. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Darnay Holmes able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The loop to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Tua to throw again. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Tua. And to the left side here, Wilson. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, it's Tua.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now Tua. Catch made right side by Wilson.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down.
Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Jones. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
He's got Bellinger.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Bradley Chubb coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, that got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready, break. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Red, cycle. You, yellow. Blue, striker.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Caught. It's Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Play action. Now it's Tua.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Okay, right.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Shot, 17.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
6, 7, Black Ultra. Yellow, go. Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Now that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Let's go.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Right. Ready.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got it. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Touchdown! Cedric Wilson, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And a loose football. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Barkley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Giants,
they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.